Okay, so there might be an occasion where through getting distracted you actually ended up dropping a stitch, so you're one stitch less, and the reason you know you've dropped one is because you've got a bit of a gap, and you've also got potentially the actual stitch that you dropped sort of hanging out all by itself down here. Now if you're counting regularly every couple of rows, then you won't have to reverse too far to find where this is and to pick him up. Okay, so let's just reverse back through this row until we find the location for this one. I think it's going to be fairly early on because it's in that first section of the blanket. So to reverse back along so that we can collect this one again, we're going to take the stitch off our arm, and then we're going to take the working yarn and just pull on it, and as we do that, that last stitch is going to be removed from the previous row's stitch that's holding it, so we can slide that one back over. Now then, let's have a look. I think this belongs in that hole, okay, this one here, so it's not going to be the next stitch, so we can take that one off, pull on the working yarn, which leaves us with a free loop, and here suddenly my arms have opened up because there's a big gap. Okay, so there is the stitch that was dropped. Okay, now that stitch that was dropped, I don't think it's been knitted at all. I think it just literally was on here like that and then was taken off, got distracted, and then carried on over the top of it. So that one there can literally just go back on to the old arm as if it hasn't been knitted. Okay, and that will rectify that. So if we now then continue to knit that one across and finish the row again, we'll see that that hole has now gone. There we are, so we're back to a nice neat row of stitches again. So really important to count your stitches every 3 rows, just to keep an eye on whether you've dropped or picked up. Okay,